sake of the video here, and I will give y'all my YouTube address account on the text thread once I add y'all to it, Leona and Janet. Okay, very good. Okay, now paper-based medical records. There are two different types of paper-based medical records. One is for the physician office, one is for the hospital. How is the one in the physician office categorized? Alphabetical. How is the one categorized in the hospital? Terminal digit order. Terminal digit order. Very good. All right. Now, records. Remember we talked. Okay. Now, in the circle of life, remember we talked about how information is transported from one place to another and is done by way of the RHIO, right? Right? Okay, so let's revisit that. Let's revisit that. Right? And we have Kelsey-Seybold Clinic. Anybody ever heard of Kelsey-Seybold Clinic?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody ever heard of UT Physicians?
Yes.
Anybody ever heard of Methodist Care?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody ever heard of Texas Children Pediatric Association? John wrote the testimony of Jesus Christ. They all parallel together. The only thing is God used a physician to tell the story about Jesus. So that's how we have the hospital. Did God among the sick? Yes, he did. He provides physicians among the sick, and he sends them out to the priest and say, they are healed, they are recovered, because God has given you wisdom. Come on in. God has given the wisdom to say that they are healed and they are recovered. So we could testify to the pastor or to the priest or to the apostle or to the teacher or the evangelist or the prophet or whomever of the fivefold ministry to declare that they are healed in the name of Jesus. Does that make sense? So we have to have a room setting of healing. A church is a place of healing. So instead, we can't always do all the healing in a church setting because everybody didn't come for body healing. Some people's healings are emotional, some people's healings are financial, some people's healing different. But those who are sick in their body, we need a place that's going to help them get body healing, right? Yeah, there you go. And so you go to the hospital to get that healing. That's why all the lepers were set aside. They weren't congregated with everybody else. So that they can get healed among them before they go out and back into the population. Does that make sense? Okay, so just like now we come into today's day, now you have the Sisters of Charity, St. Joseph Hospital, St. Catherine's, St. Luke's Episcopal Hospital, which used to be Episcopalian, but they, I don't know, for whatever reason, maybe it may be money reasons, maybe it may be other factors of why they sold to Sisters of Charity. Doesn't make them a bad hospital, doesn't mean that it's a bad deal. It's just that they're taking their business to another level. Does that make sense? And it's still founded under grant money. Grant money is free money. For More Hermit, they get grant money. They get free money. That's why we get out, when I work for them, we gave out charity applications. So folks that cannot afford to pay their bills, we ask you to fill out a charity form. Everything is documented because we live in the law of the land. Although we're saints of God, but we still have to live in reality of the law of the land. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's how you have Methodist Hospital, Houston Baptist University, schools like that. They were found on the religious faith of grant, and then they blossomed from there. Everything on the earth belongs to the Lord and everything thereof. The earth is the Lord and everything thereof. That's the Bible. Okay? So when it's a business, it's not just man's business, it's God's business. Does that make sense? Okay. Yes, ma'am.
I was going to ask you, there's a place called...
It's all part of Sisters of Charity.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. There used to be St. Luke's Episcopal of its own, but they have bonded with Sisters of Charity.
Because they got bigger, probably.
They got bigger.
Like share the problems and all the things that they need to do.
That's right. Hospital, they're known for heart. So if you have heart issues, like me, high blood pressure, sometimes skipping heartbeats, I go straight to St. Luke's because that's what they specialize in. Okay, Methodist is my care for cancer, chemo, everything that I had involved in my life. Methodist is my hospital. Does that make sense? Okay, Memorial Hermann, they have a children's hospital. But you have Texas Children. I used to be a patient of Texas Children's Hospital when I was 4 years old. That lets you know how long they've been in existence. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
It's different when, even though my children got Texas Children, when I try to go to this little building right here, I think it's going.
Is it a Pediatric Association of Texas Children?
No. The Center for Women and Children.
They didn't accept me.
This is not the one right on this
Yeah.
It's not a hospital. It's a clinic.
I know. But if I have like, I try to bring my children in there.
Come on, don't take that insurance.
No, what was the question?
Texas Children.
But are they? What is she saying? Are they part of Texas Children or
Yeah,
something?
they are Texas Children. I got the Texas Children plan and Medicaid and everything, but they won't accept me. I try to, I wanted them to be a little bit closer, but.
PCP say Dr. Harper, but I'm fulfilling your needs because guess what? Dr. Harper still don't have to get a percentage of it because that's the PCP that's on your card.
Yes.
Oh.
Well said,
I
Jamish.
understand what you're saying.
Well said,
You can't-
Jamish.
because that's your doctor.
Right.
So I'm going to be doing her work, but she's still going to get a portion of it.
Right.
Come on, girl. Come on.
So
Oh, I'm not at church. Let me stop.
Okay.
I'm not at church. You
that's
said
okay,
that.
baby.
You all right with that?
Love
Okay. She preached that for me. Shaka. Yeah. She got that. Okay, say it, Jamise, girl. Say it, girl. So did you understand, baby? All right. Shucky ducky quack quack. Okay. Oh. Y'all, it's gonna be on now.
Oh, are you said you was waiting on chapter 4, right?
Yes. From the insurance packet. So I may get my librarian here
I have.
to give y'all just chapter 4. That's all I want y'all to have for right now is chapter 4. Yeah, they need chapter 4. We'll work on that after class system. Okay. All right. Now, let's look at this circle of life. We're back on the circle of life. Circle of life. This means registered health information organization. Registered health information organization. Remember I said this is a portal. A portal. Remember we talked about Neo? What's that movie?
Oh, I know, The Matrix.
The Matrix.
Yes.
Y'all remember that movie, The Matrix?
How could you forget that guy was so good?
Oh, come on. Y'all need to watch that. Come on.
Boring.
It's good. It's really good. Okay, listen. Matrix is like a portal from one life into another life. Okay? It's kind of like that. If you really watch movies, they really have a hidden message to it.
Oh, yes.
If they really do. Okay? So it's kind of like when it says take the sting out of death. When you close your eyes and Neo closes his eyes and he goes into another world, another realm, you don't feel nothing. And you're not going to put a date there. And it goes for everybody.
But so let me just send me Dr. Harper to Dr.
Night.
And she's working out of a different position. I went to Texas Children, she would tell Steve.
Yeah.
Now I have to sign a new position in the facility, right?
No. Me, I'm part of Texas Children. I'm your daughter's PCP, her pediatrician. And then if I'm sending you to Dr. Knight and she's part of Kelsey Sivo, I'm going to take this same blank sheet of paper and I'm going to say we're going to send records over to Kelsey Sivo with today's data. Because we already have a blank or consent form on here that says you give her permission. The only thing we're going to fill in is Dr. Knight's information and we're going to put the date on there for you. We're gonna make a copy. Put the original blank copy back up, take that copy, fill it out to say it can go to Dr. Mike at Kelsey Sevo Clinic with today's date on it. Okay. All we're gonna say is we're sending it to a specialist because blah blah blah. You're gonna say, oh, okay, I understand. I'm gonna, hey, beautiful, what's going on?
You look a real sunshine. Just like
Thank you.
we need to see
Hallelujah.
this one right quick.
Oh, Chloe?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Why had a baby at 4 o'clock?
Yeah, she been texting me.
Oh Lord, 4 o'clock early.
Yeah, she been texting me. She said, Miss Harper, I know you're not awake, but I'm like, it's all right, baby, I got you. Chloe?
That's on this. She bring right back.
Okay, yeah. She
Oh,
fine.
I have
She fine.
questions.
Okay.
How long do the first one? How long do that record last? Don't you have to have?
It has to be one. Yes. Yes, it's only good for a year. So because that's part of your job, Jennifer, is if I keep sending her to Dr. Knight. So say today's date is May 9th, 2019. And she got until that release of information form is going to be good until May 9th, 2020. And say like if Dr. Knight is still, hey baby, is still treating, oh, bring me that purse. Bring it to me right now.
No, bring it to me.
I asked for it first. You bring me that. Give me that. Ah, bless you. Hallelujah. I collect duties. Girl, you shouldn't have done that to me. Don't do that to me. I ordered them from the website, from Dooney. Yeah, they do. Yeah. They got some good stuff. But I like unusual bags. Now, I got that one from Macy's. And then I like Dillard's. I like TJ Maxx. I like some of their purses out of TJ Maxx. But then there are other purses I like straight off the website. Yeah, baby.
Okay, now the other question. Now, say if I got a pediatrician and everybody down here, and then I happen to go to San Antonio, outside of Houston or somewhere. Do I have to do a whole nother paperwork, or they can still fax it?
If your child has begun to see that physician, let's say today's date, okay, and you're continuing to take that child, and there are some folks who will follow their physician out of state. I have seen that because they love their physician. And they will travel to see that physician. So you may travel 4 hours to see that physician in San Antonio because you love how they treat your child, right? Okay, so here we are, May 9th, 2020. And they see that your PCP sees that there is a release of information form that we have signed. You're going to have to update another one. Or it's going to be the responsibility of Jennifer. That's her mode right there. She's going to look and say, oh, this is expired. Today is May 9th, 2020. So I'm going to have to redo. And she may call you, Mom, the doctor is still sending you to see the doctor in San Antonio. Are you still okay with that? Yes. Okay, then we're going to have another form filled out for you. I just want to let you know that. So we're going to have one filled out for a whole nother year. They last from year to year.
No, I'm saying, like, say if an emergency happened while I'm visiting in San Antonio.
While you're visiting, okay.
Yeah, and
okay.
then, would Houston be able to transfer my records to?
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, they should.
But what do they need your records for? What they need your
Because she going down there, they don't know nothing about
my baby. Yeah.
So what happened to the baby? That's what I'm saying. Why would I need?
So let's suppose you on vacation.
Yeah.
And you at SeaWorld, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and God forbid something happens to one of your babies.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you taking her to, Texas Children Funland Hospital. Okay. That's something that's not in Houston, but it's in San Antonio. So Texas Children Funland Hospital, you taking them to the emergency room there. Okay. So we're going right back to the information that we had discussed once before. Remember when I talked about EHR, electronic health record? An electronic health record is broad information with limited access. Remember we talked about that? So it's going to be information that Texas Children's Hospital Funland in San Antonio is going to have limited access to some things about your child by way of the portal.
Okay.
But they're not gonna have access to everything. Like her surgeries. What if she had past surgery? What if she had past this or past that? They're not gonna be able to see that. So they're gonna say, okay, well, who's the child's PCP? Dr. Tammy. Dr. Tammy, they're gonna have to, okay, well, where's Dr. Tammy located? She's in Houston. They're gonna find her. They're gonna find that she's credentialed through Texas Children. They're gonna send over a request for, and so they're gonna have you to sign the form to a release of information form to get some previous records, the last 3 office visits, the last labs, anything thereof that's circumvent around this situation, because we need to know how to treat her. However, through electronic health records, remember what I said, electronic health records is broad information with what? Limited access.
Yeah, like we was telling the story about the zoo and all that, and
yeah, about the zoo, blah blah blah. Yeah, you got it. Okay, but that by limited access of the electronic health records, they're gonna know about your child's demographic. Demographics consist of what?
Name,
age,
Where they live, birth,
Allergies.
health, weight,
age,
Everything. Insurance. That's real important. It's going to also consist of what? The list of what medications your child is on. That's part of that limited access, but it's necessary. It's necessary on a what? Need to know basis. Make sense? Okay. Then it's going to show maybe a last few labs. It's going to show some of that. Okay. Because it's necessary by what? Need to know basis. We need to know, okay, this child, she just fainted, she did, she that was, well, let's go here. She had a CBC. Oh, her white blood cell count was off. And when she was over here, okay, so we're going to compare it to the present lab that we're going to have done again at Texas Children's Hospital, Texas Children's Fund Hospital in San Antonio. We're going to do the labs again, and we're going to compare the analysis from the information from the other facility to here. Does that make sense? Okay, because everything is done by limited access, but it's broad. That means everybody can access it. They just can't access everything. Okay, if that is, then that is a privacy and security infringement. And I'm trying to get the word, and I can't get the word right now. But do you understand what I mean? Okay, fantastic. So EMR is narrow. Say narrow is the way. Narrow is the way, but many is the doors. Okay, that means Dr. Harper works for Methodist. Your information is with me. I know everything about you. I know your business. I know what you did last week, what you did last night. I know why you woke up like that. Flawless.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean? Okay. So I have record of everything. But Dr. Knight can't get access to my stuff because what? What you got to do for her to get access to my stuff? Consent. And what is that called?
ROI.
ROI means what? Return on investment. Return on investment. Release of information. Oh, okay, I thought I could throw a curveball. Y'all got me. You got me. Okay. So release of information. Now you fill that out, right? Okay. I think I like you now. I think I share my information with you about her. You know what's up with her.
Could a
Because
doctor
you want to be all in the Kool-Aid with me.
Could he deny it?
No.
Information
No.
Since it's emergency,
It can't deny.
it's emergency, so.
It's equal to ethical control.
gives consent.
So father is
Yeah.
consent for the release.
I cannot deny that. I am doing the patient harm.
Except
Yes.
What if it's certain things that the patient wants you to give out?
You can make that declaration on the form.
Lord.
You can request and make those declarations on the form. You can. But now, if it's quite shady to that physician, and they say this is kind of questionable, something missing.
Yeah.
Ma'am, did you this? Did you that? Well, yeah. Well, who did it? Could we also have access to that? So that means you got to go back and request some that stuff there too. You understand? So you have to trust your physician. You got to trust them. Everything is part of a risk. That makes sense? Okay. Who all have questions? Jan, you have questions? Seem like you all in the Kool-Aid. Does it taste good? All right, baby. How you doing? Kool-Aid tastes good? Okay, so everybody can have a drink. Okay, fantastic. Leona, how you doing? Leanna, I'm gonna get that. Leanna, you fine? Coe's baby, what's going on?
Nothing much. I feel great. I'm kind of confused. I just know that RHIO does different thing I know.
Okay.
Regular health information organization.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I like your honesty.
The term again.
I'll come back to you.
All right. Electronic, the release of information.
So I can know
What was that little like abbreviation?
ROI. ROI. Release of information. And there is such a job as a release of information clerk in medical records. There is such a job.
They have so many records.
They have so many records, and you got to collect the money. You got to make sure the patient pays the money before you make any copies. Yes, love.
So does the RHIO have something to do with those foundations you said that were dedicated to helping pregnant women or people who have houses that you started your conversation when we got into?
Bless your heart. No, honey, that's my portal. I was speaking about the foundations of what's the difference between Methodist and Memorial Hermann and how they were founded. It's on the video. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's on the video.
I want to watch that because I really want to know.
Yeah, it's on the video.
I want to go when it's normally more blue.
Huh?
Blue and yellow.
What do you mean?
Blue and yellow. I'll be cool.
Blue and yellow?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the relevance of blue and yellow? I'm trying to get
The
it.
colors, because like when I go to red hospitals, I don't like them. When I go to blue hospitals, I like them.
Oh, okay. You relate to them as okay. I got you.
Yeah.
I understand. It's
Yeah.
okay. I understand where you are. Yeah, I understand. Okay, so yeah, just catch it on the tube, and we got it. All right. So, what are some bad things? What are some bad things about EMR? Hello.
Paperwork can get lost.
Ah, you're thinking my language. You about to say that, Mimi?
I'm gonna say like access can be denied, so computer could be shut down.
Okay, access denied. Oh,
Like system breakdown.
computer shut down.
Information.
Okay, hold on. What was that you said?
Information. Is Lola?
Lola,
Yeah, that's a you.
say that again.
Information.
Information.
That's the password though. They follow the same trend.
How do you know that? Ooh, really on me.
Network failure.
What is it?
Network failure.
Network failure. Okay. Computer shut down. Was something earlier.
Paperwork can be so it can be numbers could be wrong, or the codes could be wrong.
Okay. Yes.
It happened with paperwork. Come on.
Very good.
It's one.
Because there is such thing as clone. You are real ahead of your time now. Because some folks can clone, say like if they come in and they saw the physician last week and they come in, they see the physician today, and you decide you want to copy and paste. Because the same or similar information, you want to copy and paste it so you can shorten the time of your work. That may work. That may fly, but not all the time. Be careful of that. Because if that electronic medical records get audited at any time by an organization called HEDIS, y'all need to Google that. By an organization called HEDIS.
What is he?
Health oh, I forgot. But they deal with medical records. They deal with auditing information in medical records. Police, medical records, police. And they can go in and tell if you did a lot of copy and paste. We can tell. Okay. And it's okay to some extent. But now if it doesn't line up with the diagnosis and what the procedure is, that's going to be a problem. It may fly sometime, but not all the time. Please don't make that an awful habit.
So
Go ahead.
Does it mean that the whole office could get in trouble, or would they like single out one?
They would probably single out that person,
Okay.
and then it worked their way up to the office.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is copy and paste?
So say like last week. Okay. So let's go there for a minute. Let me finish with this right quick, and then we'll come back to that. Okay. So this right here, electronic medical records. If I need Texas Children affiliate, and I need to my child by some vicarious way has to see a pediatrician at Moore Herman Children's Hospital, they're going to have limited information, right? But that limited information is done by a portal, which is known as the Registered Health Information Organization. Does everybody understand that? And remember that at EHR, they're going to have access to the EHR by the Moore Herman Hospital system. And
We lost.
oh, bless your heart. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay.
Explain it to me.
It's the RHI. Oh.
So you got in your zone.
Yeah, I got it.
Y'all know what she left.
I know it now, but now.
She doing that.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
I'm
You're
at the
fine.
speed limit.
Okay. Okay, so tell me where you at, baby.
Coming in.
You coming in.
We got lost.
Okay. Sally Sue was in emergency for Herman Children's Hospital.
I think at what point?
That's what she's going.
That's
what she's going. Sue child is at Texas Children's Hospital, right?
Okay.
The Pediatric Association, because that's her regular PCP, right? She's at Memorial Herman Children's Hospital because it's right there by the park.
Right.
Why bother to travel to the med center? It's right here. Okay, so Sally Sue says, okay, we're Southwest, Memorial Herman Southwest Children's Hospital, right? And you're taking your child to the ER room, and you're giving your child's name. Your child's name is going to pop up, and it's going to be an electronic record of, let's say the name is Brandon.
I just went through that like about a week ago.
About a week ago? Okay, hold on. And then Brandon's demographic information is going to pop up. Their prescription is going to pop up. Any labs they had, they're going to pop up. Any past appointments they had may pop up from Texas Children. Remember what I said? Electronic health record is broad information. That means they can get access, they can get access to their demographics, but it's limited. It's only limited to demographics, prescriptions, labs, x-rays, and some appointments. That is it. Memorial Herman Hospital for Children will have access to that. So they would pretty much know, okay, he has allergies. he has chips. He had a CBC and a white blood cell count. Hold on. He saw the doctor last week. He had an appointment last week. Okay. That's it. It's not going to give like the soap notes of why he was there last week. It's not going to give he has a shoulder surgery because Johnny fell off a tree or Brandon fell off a tree last year. It's not going to give all that information. That's too much information. It's information that Memorial Hermann Children's Hospital don't need.
That's all.
Does that make sense? And so, hold on. And so this gets transported. So this anchor right here is a line of transportation, a portal. We have to sign up for that. Every hospital facility has to sign up through an RHIO to filter information through. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Leanna? Okay. And so once they filter, they're not going to filter everything. They only filtering just limited things. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So limited things are coming from here into here by way of here. If we don't, and the RHIO software, does that make sense, Mimi?
Yes.
Okay, does that make sense, Leanna?
Yes.
What about